Welcome to this video, where you will see beautiful people, beautiful places, and more. Enjoy it. Welcome back to the final chapter of our exploration into why young women aren't going topless anymore. Over the past 2 episodes, we've uncovered how technology, social media, harassment fears, and shifting beauty standards have shaped this cultural phenomenon. But now it's time to tackle the big question: has feminism itself evolved, and if so, what does that mean for the future of gender equality? Has toplessness lost its relevance as a symbol of empowerment, or is it simply taking on new forms? Let's find out. To answer this question, let's first take a step back and consider the broader evolution of feminism. Historically, movements for gender equality have been deeply tied to bodily autonomy. Whether it was fighting for the right to vote, access contraception, or wear pants instead of skirts, each generation has pushed boundaries in its own way. For women in the 70s and 80s, going topless was a radical act, a rejection of patriarchal norms and a declaration of ownership over their bodies. But today's feminists are tackling different issues. From combating online harassment to advocating for equal pay and reproductive rights, the priorities have shifted. As activist Mariona Trabal puts it, feminism isn't stagnant, it adapts to the needs of the times. So, could it be that toplessness no longer occupies the same central role in the movement? Fashion expert Charo Mora offers an intriguing perspective. She argues that while toplessness may not be as prevalent today, it doesn't mean the concept is irrelevant. It's not about whether women go topless or not, she says. It's about choice. True empowerment comes from having the freedom to decide what to do with your body, whether that means showing it, covering it, or something in between. This idea resonates with many young women I spoke to during my research. One university student named Sophia shared her thoughts: "I don't feel the need to go topless because I don't see it as rebellious anymore. To me, empowerment is about being comfortable in my own skin, regardless of what others think." For Sophia and countless others, the focus has shifted from external acts of defiance to internal confidence. On nudist beaches, this philosophy plays out in real time. Here, nudity isn't about making a statement, it's about normalizing the human form in all its diversity. Feminist anthropologist Livia Modero describes it as a celebration of authenticity. She explains, when you strip away societal expectations and judgments, what's left is pure humanity. Nudism reminds us that bodies come in all shapes and sizes, and none of them are inherently better or worse than the others. For many women, these spaces provide a rare opportunity to connect with their bodies without fear of objectification. It's a reminder that empowerment doesn't always look like rebellion, it can also look like acceptance. But outside of nudist communities, what does empowerment look like for young women today? Social media influencer and body positivity advocate Emma Carter believes the answer lies in redefining beauty standards. "We're seeing a rise in movements that celebrate imperfection," she says. Stretch marks, cellulite, scars, they're all part of the human experience, and they deserve to be seen and celebrated. This shift is evident in campaigns by brands like Dove and Aerie, which feature unretouched images of women with diverse body types. For Emma, these efforts represent a new kind of rebellion, one that challenges traditional notions of beauty without requiring anyone to bare their skin. Empowerment isn't one size fits all, she adds. It's about finding what works for you and owning it. Of course, empowerment extends far beyond physical appearance. Today's feminists are channeling their energy into systemic change, addressing issues like workplace discrimination, sexual violence, and climate justice. Activist Julia Barcelo sums it up perfectly: going topless was never the end goal, it was a means to an end. The ultimate aim has always been equality, and that fight continues in new and exciting ways. Whether it's organizing rallies, lobbying for policy changes, or using art to spark conversations, young women are proving that empowerment takes many forms. And perhaps that's the most empowering realization of all: there's no single path to progress. So, does this generational shift represent a step backward, or a bold leap forward? Feminist anthropologist Livia Modero leans toward the latter. Every generation reinterprets feminism through the lens of its unique challenges and opportunities, she says. What might look like regression to some is actually evolution to others. Young women today are redefining what it means to be empowered, and that's a beautiful thing. At the same time, she acknowledges that progress isn't linear. There will always be setbacks and contradictions, she admits. But the fact that we're having these conversations proves that the movement is alive and well. As we wrap up this series, one thing is clear: the conversation around toplessness is far from black and white. It's nuanced, multifaceted, and deeply personal. For some women, going topless remains a powerful act of defiance. For others, it's simply not a priority. And that's okay. What matters most is that women have the freedom to make their own choices, to show their bodies, cover them, or find entirely new ways to express themselves. True empowerment isn't about conforming to someone else's definition of liberation, it's about creating space for everyone to define it on their own terms. Thank you for joining me on this journey through history, culture, and modern feminism. Together, we've explored how societal pressures, technological advancements, and evolving values have shaped the way young women interact with their bodies in public spaces. While the decline in toplessness may seem like a loss to some, it's ultimately a reflection of progress, a sign that women are finding new ways to reclaim their power and rewrite the rules. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and above all, keep embracing your authentic self. Thanks for watching this video and walking with me in this adventure. Don't forget to like, to comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you soon.